Hello and welcome to my channel Simple Science. In this video we are going to see the ray diagrams of convex and concave lens or the image formation by convex and concave lens. If you haven't checked the first part of convex and concave lens, you can click on the link given in the description box. Link will also be provided in the end of this lesson. In this video we are going to see the location of image or to draw ray diagrams to find the image formed by convex and concave lens for different positions of the objects. So let us start. Now to draw the ray diagram, first thing is you should follow some steps. First, draw a straight line or principal axis of any length and mark its approximate midpoint. Now take it as O, that is the optical center of the lens. Now draw 2 cm or 3 cm above, 3 cm below point O. Here we will place the lens. Now mark a point F1 2 cm on the left side of O. You have to be very accurate with your measurement. So take a sharp pencil and a scale. Your measurement should be correct. Otherwise the location of image, the position and size of the image will vary and you will not get the correct position. Now 2 centimeters again on the left side from F1, that is 2F1. So the distance of O and 2F1 is 4 centimeter. Similarly, on the other side of the lens also mark 2 centimeters, mark a point F2 and from F2 2 centimeters to F2. So we have marked F1, 2F1, F2 and 2F2. Now you have to place the lens. Now place the lens. Now the first rule is, now suppose AB is the object. Place the object anywhere in front of the lens. First we are going to talk about the rules which we are going to use to draw the ray diagrams. So first rule is a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through the principal focus. Now from where do we have to take the ray of light? Yes, from the tip of the object. The base of the object, that is the base of the pencil, that is B, will be on the principal axis itself. So we need to take 2 or 3 rays from point A, the tip of the object, and we need to locate the tip of the image. So for drawing the ray diagram or to locating the image, we'll take the first rule, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis. So make sure that this ray is parallel to the principal axis and it is starting from point A. After refraction through the lens passes through the focus. So this passes through the focus. This is the first rule. Now second rule says that a ray of light passing through the optical center after refraction goes undeviated. So from where do we have to take the ray? From point A, tip of the object. A ray of light passing through the optical center after refraction goes undeviated. So this is the second rule. Now third rule is a ray of light passing through the principal focus after refraction becomes parallel to the principal axis. So from where do we have to take the ray? Yes, from the tip of the object, that is point A. And a ray of light passing through focus, it is passing through F1. After refraction becomes parallel to the principal axis. This is the third rule and this is just the opposite of the first rule. Now, first rule is a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through focus. Second rule says that a ray of light passing through the optical center after refraction also goes undeviated. And the third rule says that a ray of light passing through focus after refraction becomes parallel to the principal axis. So if you check rule 1 and rule 2, they are just the reverse of each other. We are going to use only these two rules, first and second rule, to locate the image. So we'll take only 2 rays from point A to locate our image. Rule 1 and rule 2. Now Let us take the first case where the object is placed beyond 2f1. Object is this pencil. Name of the object is AB. We are going to take the rays from point A. We are going to use the first rule. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through focus. First rule. Second rule says that a ray of light passing through the optical center after refraction goes undeviated. So where are these two rays intersecting? Where are these two rays meeting? There is the image formed. And we have located the tip of the image because we had taken the rays from the tip of the object. So how is the ray? How is the image? The image is inverted. What is the size of the image? Image is diminished, smaller than the object. And where is the image formed? It is between f2 and 2f2. So these are the characteristics of image. Image is real and inverted. Real means it can be formed on the screen. Real and inverted, size is diminished, and the location is between f2 and 2f2. Let us take the second case. When the object is placed between 2f1. So again we will use the two rules. First rule says that a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through focus, and a ray of light passing through the optical center goes undeviated. Now where are these two rays meeting? Yes, at 2f2. Size of the image is same as size of the object. So the characteristics of image are the image is real and inverted, size is same, and position of the image is at 2f2. So if object is at 2f1, image is at 2f2. Case 3. When the object is between f1 and 2f1. Again we will use the same two rules, first and second rule. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction through the lens passes through the focus. Remember that all the rays you should start from point A or tip of the object. A ray of light passing through optical center goes undeviated. Now where are these two rays meeting? Yes, here. So we located the tip of the image. Now the characteristics of image are it is real, inverted, magnified. Magnified means bigger than the object, and it is beyond 2f2. So this is about the image. In this case, the image is bigger than the object. Now next case is when the object is placed at focus. Now when the object is placed at focus, again we are going to use the same two rules. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through focus, and a ray of light parallel to the passing through the center goes undeviated. So now if you see these two rays, these two refracted rays will not meet. They are parallel to each other. So if they are parallel to each other, they will not meet. The image is formed at infinity, at very far away. And the image will be real, image will be formed, image will be real and inverted, highly magnified, very big, and at infinity. Next case is when the object is placed between f1 and O. F1 and optical center, or you can say between focus and the lens. So when the object is placed between focus and the lens, let us see where is the image formed. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis. Ray is starting from point A, tip of the object. After refraction passes through focus, passes through f2. Now a ray of light passing through the optical center goes undeviated. Are they meeting? No, they will not meet. They will meet, they are diverging, they are moving away from each other. They will meet only if you extend them backwards. So when you extend these two rays backward, why dotted line? Because these are not the actual rays. These are the virtual rays. The actual rays are not meeting, so we have extended them backward. So the extended rays should be drawn in dotted line. So they are meeting at this point. So here is the image formed. The image is upright. Image is upright. It is not inverted. So it is a virtual image. Now all the virtual images should be drawn with dotted lines. So you should draw the virtual image with dotted lines. So the characteristics of image is it is virtual and upright. It is highly magnified and it is on the same side of the lens. Remember to draw the arrows before refraction and after refraction. So there should be two arrows on each ray. One before refraction and one after refraction. Now, when the object is at infinity, this is one more case. This should be the first case. When the object is at infinity, where is the image formed? So when the object is at infinity, the rays will be parallel to the principal axis, or you will get a beam of light, parallel beam of light. So when this parallel beam of light strikes the lens, after refraction it will meet at a point. This point is called the focus. So the image is formed at focus F2. It is highly diminished, but it is real image because it is formed by actual intersection of the refracted rays. So characteristics are real in and inverted, highly diminished, and at focus. So these are the 6 cases for ray diagram or image formation by a convex. Let us summarize these 6 cases when according to the object position and image position. So when the object is at infinity, image is at focus. When object is at focus, image is at infinity. When object is at 2f1, first center of curvature, the image is also at 2f2, second center of curvature. When the object is beyond 2f1, image is between f2 and 2f2. When the object is between f1 and 2f1, image is beyond 2f2. When the object is between focus and the lens, the image is on the same side of the lens. So this is a summary of the object position and image position for convex lens. Let us start with the concave lens. So in concave lens, also we will follow the same points or the same rules or the same steps. First step is draw the principal axis. Mark the point O, optical center. Then draw the axis of the lens, and then you have to draw the lens. Then 2 centimeters on the left side, it is not f1, it is f2 because it is a concave lens. So for concave lens on left side you will mark f2, and from f2 2 centimeters to f2. Now similarly on the other side, 2 centimeters from O, f1. Here f1 is on the right side, and 2 centimeters from f1 mark 2f1. Now place the object anywhere on the principal axis. The first rule says that a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction passes through focus? No, appears to pass through principal focus. And from where do we have to take the ray? From the tip of the object, that is from point A. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will diverge. It will not pass through F2, it will appear to pass through F2. This is the first rule. The second rule says that a ray of light passing through the optical center after refraction goes undeviated. So we are going to use these two rules for the location of image. Now the first, if you compare the rules, first rule is a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction appears to pass through focus. And the second rule is a ray of light passing through the optical center goes undeviated. It is similar, the first rule is similar to the first rule of convex lens, but the only difference is in convex lens, the ray after refraction passes through F2. But in case of concave lens, it appears to pass through F2. And the second rule is same in both the lenses. A ray of light passing through optical center goes undeviated in both the lenses. So now let us start drawing the ray diagram. We are going to use first rule and second rule for that. Now, first case, we have only 2 cases in concave lens. It is very easy because we have only 2 cases. First case is when the object is placed at infinity, or when we take a distant object. When we take a distant object, the rays of light should be parallel to the principal axis. After refraction, it will diverge and it will appear to pass through F2. Second ray also parallel to the principal axis. After refraction, it will diverge and it will appear to pass through F2. So when the object is at infinity or a distant object, we take a parallel beam of light and the image is formed at F2 or focus. So the image is formed by producing the refracted rays backward. So it will be a virtual image, virtual and upright, highly diminished, and on the same side of the lens at focus. Okay, so this is about first case. Here is the image formed. Okay, second case. Second case, when the object is placed anywhere on the principal axis, and this is the case, the only case, wherever you place the object, whether you place it beyond 2f2 or at 2f2 or between f2 and 2f2, anywhere you place the object, the image will be between focus and the lens only. Let us check how. So when suppose I am taking the object beyond 2f2, so a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after refraction through the lens diverges and it will appear to pass through focus F2. Now the second ray says that a ray of light passing through optical center goes undeviated. Now where are these two rays intersecting, meeting? Yes, at this point. Here is the image formed between F2 and O, or between focus and the lens on the same side of the lens. These rays will never, the refracted rays will never meet, they are diverging. They will meet only if they are produced backward. So this is virtual image. And the image is upright, diminished between focus and the lens. These are the characteristics of the image formed. The image is virtual and upright. All the upright images are virtual, or all the virtual images are upright. The size of the images, it is always diminished. It is on the same side of the lens between focus and the lens. Now you should always draw the virtual image with dotted lines. So I have shown you with dotted lines. So this is about the image formation by a concave lens. Wherever you place the object, the two rays will intersect between focus and the lens only. Hope you have understood. Hope you liked the video. Please, if you liked the video, please hit on the like button, share and subscribe with your subscribe my channel Simple Science. For first part, click on the link given in the description box and on the screen to know the technical terms related to lens and refraction through convex and concave lens. Thank you and take care.